President William Ruto has described his Nyanza tour as miraculous and one that has turned sworn political enemies into brothers and sisters.
Now, the president, who attended a church service in Bungoma town today, went ahead to reassure those who elected him in the last election that the inclusion of the opposition into government will not in any way disadvantage them, saying the national cake is enough for all to eat.
And as Emmanuel also reports, the president called on those opposed to the unity to embrace it as it is good for the nation. The head of state departs for China tonight and his first trip out of the continent since the Gen Z-led protests started about 3 months ago.
Fresh from his largely successful trip to his political nemesis Raila Odinga's Nyanza bastion, President William Ruto landed in Bungoma County Sunday morning, one of the counties where he enjoyed a massive support in the 2022 general polls. The president, who attended a church service at the Anglican Church of Kenya, Bungoma Diocese, terming the newfound unity in the country as a testimony of the wonder-working broad-based government.
The people who were on extreme sides a few months ago, today we are speaking as though we are very long-time brothers and sisters and friends. That is the beauty of our country, that when circumstances demand, we close ranks as a people, we forge alliances as a people, we build bridges as Kenyans, and we work together for the greater good of our nation.
And alive to the murmurs in his own camp, with concerns that he was extending the handshake above the elbow, the president said the national cake was big enough for all, putting on notice those who are sowing seeds of discord in the country.
I know some people, ask questions. What happens to us? Those of us in Bungoma who voted overwhelmingly for this administration. This country, God designed it in a way that all of us can belong. And whatever is in Kenya, if we work together, we can bake a bigger cake that all of us can be satisfied. Those who want to preach to us sectarian, ethnic, parochial, regional politics will not succeed in this country.
I was with you in Nyanza, Your Excellency. The excitement that we saw in Nyanza, our people in Western, tujipange pia. Lazima tujipange. Politics is about competition.
And after being grounded for about 3 months now, the president announced he was jetting out of the country again to attend the 9th Forum of China-Africa Cooperation (FOCAC) in Beijing, China. The summit will bring together African heads of state, Chinese leaders, and the African Union Commission to discuss and strengthen Sino-African relations. This will be the president's first trip out of the continent in about 3 months, and only the second in the same period after his visit to Rwanda on the 11th of August, following weeks of fighting the Gen Z-led protests.
Leo baadaye nitasafiri kwenda nje ya nchi. Nikaona ya kwamba kuna kazi niliwacha hapa ikifanyika ya stadium, na niliona nipitie hapo ndio nijue kama nitaenda kutafuta pesa ingine ya kukamilisha hiyo stadium.
During his visit to Bungoma, the president inspected the Masinde Muliro Stadium, promising to complete its construction to make it a world-class pitch to host several local and international games. Emmanuel, Citizen TV, Nairobi.